Only 0.9% of our viewers have subscribed to the channel, while a whopping 99.1% of you haven't. If you enjoy our updates and insights, please support us by subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Now, let's get into today's news. The Albanese government is pushing forward with proposed changes to Australia's Migration Act, sparking a wave of criticism from legal experts, advocates, and former refugees. These amendments aim to deport non-citizens, including individuals not convicted of crimes, to third countries. This could affect up to 880,000 people across various visa categories. The proposed changes include paying third countries to accept deportees, granting immunity to Australian officials and third country personnel involved in these deportations, and even reversing protection findings for refugees. This move follows a recent High Court ruling declaring indefinite immigration detention unlawful, which led to the release of around 200 non-citizens with varying criminal records. Among these released individuals, known as the NZQ cohort, many were placed under curfews and fitted with ankle monitors. The government quickly reinstated curfews and monitoring for 10 individuals after the ruling. During a Senate inquiry, officials revealed that people on bridging visas and other temporary statuses could also fall under the scope of these deportations. Home Affairs Secretary Stephanie Foster admitted that up to 880,000 individuals could potentially be impacted. During the Senate hearings, Beres Barney, a former Manus Island detainee and award-winning writer, strongly criticized the amendments. He warned that deporting individuals to third countries would expose them to further harm, including detention, deportation, or even torture. You are sending them to another country to start again, where they may face unimaginable hardships, he said, urging senators to reject the bill. The concerns mirror similar debates surrounding deportations in other parts of the world, such as Canada, where far-right groups have been advocating for mass deportations. A group of masked individuals in Hamilton, Ontario, recently staged a protest demanding mass deportations, drawing comparisons to far-right demonstrations in Australia. The group held a large sign reading "Mass Deportations Now" near a popular mall. Although no specific organization claimed responsibility, suspicions fell on Nationalist 13, a Canadian neo-Nazi group. The protest drew swift condemnation from officials, including Hamilton Centre MP Matthew Green, who called it an attack on the city's values of compassion and diversity. Videos of the protest show participants dressed in black, a tactic reminiscent of Australia's National Socialist Network, NSN. NSN protests often include fascist symbols and slogans, though they avoid illegal swastika displays. Interestingly, the Hamilton protest came shortly after the arrest of NSN leader Thomas Sewell and 2 other members in Australia. This transnational solidarity highlights a troubling trend of far-right groups drawing inspiration from one another globally. Meanwhile, across the Tasman, New Zealand Prime Minister Christopher Luxon expressed concern over Australia's deportation policy changes under Anthony Albanese. The contentious 501 deportation policy, named after Section 501 of Australia's Migration Act, allows for the cancellation of visas on character grounds, such as criminal convictions. Luxon fears an increase in deportations of New Zealand citizens who have little connection to their homeland but strong ties to Australia. He raised these concerns directly with Albanese, who assured him that Australia's approach would remain common sense. However, Luxon remains skeptical, noting the negative impact of past deportations on crime and gang activity in New Zealand. The 501 policy has been a flashpoint in Australia-New Zealand relations, particularly after controversial comments from Peter Dutton in 2021, when he described the deportations as taking out the trash. While deportation numbers have declined since 2018, with an average of 18 people deported monthly, Luxon is monitoring the situation closely. These developments highlight the intersection of immigration policy, human rights, and far-right extremism. Australia's controversial amendments to the Migration Act have far-reaching implications, not only for those directly affected but also for the nation's global reputation. Similarly, far-right protests in Canada and solidarity among extremist groups underscore the rising challenges to inclusion and diversity in Western democracies. If you found this coverage helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel to stay informed. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Together, we can shed light on these critical issues and advocate for a more just and compassionate world.